Well, I'm just up here by myself, so I was kind of lonely. Going to see if anybody wanted to come in and chat for a minute. But I'm going to keep working on my project. Look at that. I've got them all on that wall now. That's what I'm working on. I've got to put them all together. If anybody's got anything they want to work on, come on in and let's work together. I'm going to move over here. Got to decide what I need to grab off the wall to work on. Cut some more pieces. I'm not going to stay here too long. I'll have to go to the other house and make lunch here in a few minutes or heat up the leftovers. May just be here by myself for a while. I just don't know. Don't have all my parts and pieces cut yet. Looks like two's in here. Who's it? Who stopped by for a minute? But all those, I'm going to sew some of those together now. Cut some more of these. We can start putting this thing together. I hope. Nobody. Well, it says somebody's in here. Who's in here? Besides me. Five people and nobody said hello yet. All right. I'm going to grab some of them and start sewing them together. Which ones, though? Gonna move over here where my machine is. Somebody say hello. I couldn't find anybody else live, any of the channels I follow. I couldn't find any of those live. So I just went live myself. Got my little machine here. I'm sewing on this little featherweight. I love sewing on this little machine. Hello, Alice. How's the weather there? Well, you know what? It's raining here. Yesterday we had really pretty weather, but today it's rainy. If you looking out the window there on the other side of this room, it's just damp. Good day for sitting in here and sewing. Well, how's the weather where you're at, Alice? Me another piece sew on here. Nobody's going to talk to me. I'm just going to keep on working. Maybe I'll get something done. Just me and Alice in here? Surely there's more people than just me and Alice. Hello, Charlotte. Charlotte, want to come up on the panel and talk to me? What are you working on? You working on anything, Charlotte? Not right now. We're having a pretty day. The sun is shining and not a cloud in the sky in Wisconsin. It's just a rainy day here. Better put this one on there. Kind of got all my parts and pieces made, and I'm going to start putting them together. I hope. Hello, Carrie. Hello, Virginia. Hello, Jackie. Yankee Trader says it's a Yankee Trader says it's a pretty day in Tennessee. And Donna's having her first cup of coffee, got off work at 10 a.m. Charlotte thinks they're going to get rain today. Looking out my window, it's just foggy and dark out there for 11:20 in the morning. Woke up to the wind blowing, and I guess the cold front was moving in. Virginia says they need the rain there. Oh, Donna's in Central Standard Time too. Yeah, I'm not going to stay on here too long. And then I'm going to go back to my other house so I can get something on the table for my husband for lunch. Gonna finally rain there in the mountains. Jackie says it's rained all morning and will for the rest of the day. It's a beef stew and cornbread day. And Carrie Leonard's got rain. Go get me another piece. They're coming together, but I'm trying to look over there on the wall and see which one I'm supposed to bring over here next. I'll get all confused, and these are kind of set on point, so I'm having to look at them close. I'll put this one on next. What am I working on? I'm working on this one. You can see that. And I'll turn you back around. There's my pieces over there on the wall. And there's some gaps now because I picked them up and brought them over here. I moved it from this wall to that wall as I was kind of placing them this morning. Oh, I'm about out of thread. Hope it gets this one done. I did. I made it. I used the thread that I don't. When the bobbin's on the quilt machine in there, that's what that is. And I use it on the sewing machine sometimes because I just hate to throw it away. So I've got another one. I'm gonna put this one on there now. Because I do have real spools of thread, but I just hate to throw this stuff away. So I just run it through the sewing machine and it works okay. Good morning, Deb. And Virginia says she loves doing applique. Get this thing threaded. This is not going to be a long live. Just a few minutes, just checking in with y'all. Hey, good morning, J. Mary. Let me look at that. Make sure I'm. I'm gonna put this one back over there on the wall and get me another strip to sew. I'm still here. Have to figure out what I'm doing as I go along. Hello, Marie Man. You guys want to show me your projects? Show me what you're working on. And this one is for Christmas, so I'm gonna have to get it done and get it all finished before Christmas. Be a good day too to curl up with a book, wouldn't it? Now I've got to go over and get another one. Boy, it's confusing me. I'm telling you, it's confusing me which one to get to go next. That one I just sewed, but now I'm working on that second row. And I'm about to confuse myself. I might take this over there and look at it again, because I tell you, this one I was going to put right there. What one was I putting there? No, that's not right. There it goes. I'm going to have to study these again. Let me look at them a minute. Do y'all have that much trouble? We might put some more of these up here. Oh, do y'all have that much trouble? I guess if it ain't right, I'll always wish it was, won't I? I'll get it figured out. And I know where my seam ripper is if I mess one up. This is just a little bit tricky to put together. I'd show you. It's put together. It's put together in the crossways, and so it's kind of playing tricks with me. If you can see how that is. So I have to study it and stop and think about it. Good morning, Kathy. I'm not going to be here too long. I told y'all that. Got some other things I have to go do at the other house. My husband will be wondering where his lunch is if I don't go back home in a little bit. So it is, Darlene. Sometimes it gets confusing. When I'm trying to talk to you guys and figure it out at the same time, it gets even more confusing. I think I'm going to, in a little bit, I think I'm going to move this sewing machine a little closer so I'm not walking halfway across the room to put these pieces together. That might help just a little bit. I may get it wrong a couple of times, but I bet I get it figured out. Some way, somehow. One of you guys needs to come up on the panel and tell me which block to pick up next to put on here. All right, got that one. Let me see. I'm gonna go over there and get another one. Be right back. All right, I'm gonna put this one on next. And before I sew too many, I think I'll hang this back up there and look at it again. Now I'm gonna stick this one back up on the wall so I can study. I should have started over at one corner, but I just kind of grabbed some and went to putting them together. But I think I'm gonna go over to that far corner and start some of those other ones. That's what I'm gonna do. Back around, all the way over to that corner is where I'm gonna grab some. We'll get it figured out. We'll put a white one between these two. What I'm fixing to do. Let's see. I've got one of these. Putting them together is supposed to be the easy part, ain't it? But sometimes it's not. What kind of board is that behind my quilt wall? You know those old plastic flannel covered tablecloths? That's what they are. I've got one on both walls. I'll show you. You know those? It's just a tablecloth that come from the dollar store, and this side's the plastic, and that's flannel. The flannel, and pieces just stick up there. I'll just see that. Look here. And those pieces just stick up there. Now, if they get very heavy, they don't stick very good. But for placing pieces, they work perfect. And the one on the other side, let me show you them on the other side. The one on the other side is an old Christmas tablecloth. See the poinsettias? That come from a few Christmases ago. You know, when you have the family potlucks and you don't put the fancy stuff on the table, you put the old plastic tablecloth. Well, that's what that one is. And it's a pretty good size. It's a bigger tablecloth than the one over there. But that's what it is. And it works just perfect for these projects. If you got you a big wall to put some thumbtacks and stick it up on the wall, you don't have to have fancy stuff to work on some of these projects. You don't. All right. Now, back to where I was. Let me think. What was I doing? Look at it again. Yeah, this one's gonna go down here. Yeah, but I went up to a little dollar store about a week ago. I was going to get some more of them because I was going to kind of up in this she shed. I was going to fill the whole wall with tablecloths, but I couldn't find one. But I'm going to keep looking. I bet if I look in the right dollar store, I can find one. Yeah, get you a couple of them. And that said, you could do more fancy design walls, but it'll work. Now I'm going to put this piece on the wall. I may move some of them back over here again. Let me go get them. That's what I'm going to do. They probably got them packed in the storage room, probably. But next time I looked, and next time I'm just going to ask, because I looked in the Thanksgiving. There ought to have been some with turkeys or something on them, but I didn't find any. Because a lot of times you'll see them at Halloween and Thanksgiving. You'll see different ones, but I didn't find them. Yeah, just some plain flannel would work too. Yeah. And Kathy's got to go get ready for her live. Kathy, I'm going to stop by. I'm not going to be up here too long. I just here by myself and thought somebody'd come in and talk with me. And hello, Sandra. I'm going to get another piece. I'm going to hang these back over here again. And I think this other one goes next. Let's look and see. I get my other pieces. Where that one goes, oh, it goes right there. Is it looking more like it's supposed to now? Oh, Jane says it's 80 degrees and mostly sunny here in South Carolina, and you could use some rain. We got a rainy day here. And hello, Sarah. All right, honey, grab me some more pieces over there. I've got it's part over here and part over there now. Go get some more. I'm just all over the place. Did I mess one up? I'm beginning to wonder. Get that piece. Oh, you think it's looking good? It sure is confusing me. I look at it over there and look at it over here, and then when I get it to the sewing machine, then it's all every which way. It's like putting a puzzle together. It is starting to take some shape, but I'm gonna have to concentrate. This morning, Sarah says this morning it was 21 degrees Fahrenheit and snowing while I walked my daughters to school, and it finally stopped snowing. Oh no, not snow, not yet. But J. Mary, Sarah's in Canada. She's not down here in the south where we are. I gotta get some of them pieces. Let me scratch my head, figure out what I'm doing here. I have to take them back over yonder. Trying to mix up the colors, and then if I move one, I don't have to move another one. It's amazing how our minds look at things, isn't it though? I gotta find that green piece. I may have to rip that one out. That may be in the wrong spot. That's it, isn't it? I think I just figured it out without having to rip it out. Because that goes with that blue and that green. I thought I had it wrong there for a minute. Just didn't look at it close enough. Now put that one there. Is it looking more better? Do you see anything wrong with it? It is kind of coming together. Let me move my head out of the way. Reading y'all's comments. Oh, where was I going to put this one? Need to find a spot for it. Oh, I'm still putting the puzzle pieces together. Maybe when I come back after lunch, maybe it'll just click with me, and they'll all come together. Reckon? Hello, Shayna. Where am I going to put this one? Because I've done sewed part of it together, but I had it on that wall. Not there. All right. I've got to get off here before I embarrass myself in front of y'all. And you'll think that woman don't even know how to put a quilt together. Don't even know how to make tops. What you're going to think. And I said, just look at this. Look over. There's them over there that I've got to move over here. Or put these over here, over there. And make them all go where they're supposed to go. Yeah, this morning before I come up here, I read another chapter in that little children's storybook that I'm reading. There's a couple of little old ladies that like to listen to it, and another woman has told me her daughter that's autistic likes to listen to me read them. So I'm going to do that. If you don't want to listen to my stories, just scroll on by. But I'm going to do them for a few people that do enjoy them. And what time is it? Well, it's 10 to 12 here. So I'll get off here and go take care of my dear husband. He puts up with me, so I'm going to take care of him. And me too. If I didn't go in order, you'd be lost. I'm going to come back after lunch and work on this. And I bet you that by not a few more hours, I'll have it all put together, maybe. Am I doing it? Sometimes I might not know what I'm doing, but sometimes I get it done anyway, even if I don't know what I'm doing. And Sandra says bye. She'll catch you later. I'll be back after a while. Oh, and Shayna listens to my stories before bed. Well, I've got some new books. I think they're at the other house now, but they're about the doll stories, about a dollhouse and fairy dolls. So I'm kind of anxious to read them. And they're stories from the 1940s. So they're the older stories that maybe out of the copyright. They're not the new stories. So I've got some more cute ones I want to read to you. And there's another book that I read when I was a kid called Magic Elizabeth. And it's about a doll that got lost and got found years later. I'm fixing to read that one to you, but I can't read them all at the same time. Got to spread them out over a few days. And Virginia's going to go buy tablecloths. I hope you find some. Yeah, I've been here 40 minutes just chatting away to myself, it feels like. They are. They're like working a puzzle. And I said I want it to look like that when I get done. The pieces to fit together like that. And they're set, they're set on the edge and which way. Well, anyway, they're set on an angle, so it's making it a little harder. They're not just perfectly square. Yes, I'm looking forward to them, but I'm going to finish Mrs. Piggle Wiggle first before I start the other one. So y'all have to wait a few days. I'll have to wait a few days. All right. Bye, y'all. Been fun visiting with you for a few minutes. And y'all help me get this figured out.